The Golden Gophers have pulled back to 500 in league play right now, thanks to a 3-game winning streak. They beat Illinois on the road, then scored more than 100 on Iowa at home, then won at Rutgers, giving them 18 overall wins on the season. And let's bring in Richard Pitino right now, the head coach of the Gophers. Richard, 8 wins last year, already 18 this year. We're only halfway through the month of February. Give me the biggest difference last year to this year.
5 new players. You know, it was going to be 6, and unfortunately, Devontae Fitzgerald, who we thought would be a major part of what we were going to do, tore his ACL. You know, but to bring in transfers like Reggie Lynch, Akeem Springs, freshman impact guys like Eric Curry, Amir Coffey, Michael Hurd, who's going to be a terrific player, and to blend them all together into a team that needed to be more of a complete team. So last year was a total rebuild. It was difficult, it was challenging, but in some bizarre way, I think it was good for everybody. And our returners have appreciated where we sit. Our newcomers have really helped us, made a difference. You know, so overall, it's just a much more complete team, obviously a much more talented team. And
you've been able to, to pardon a phrase, stop the bleeding, right? A few weeks ago, you lose 5 straight games. Now you're on a 3-game winning streak. At the end of that 5-game skid, you told your guys, quote, you need to start taking ownership. What did that mean?
Well, it's always uncomfortable when a coach says that because, you know, nobody ever wants to sound like they're putting blame on their players. And my point was not that. My point was we were very close. Besides the Michigan State game at Michigan State, it was a possession here, a possession there, where if we could just execute a little bit better, whether or not it was a defensive rebound, whether or not it was a made free throw, whether or not it was execution of an underneath out of bounds play or scouting report defense, we just all had to look ourselves in the mirror and get better from it and take ownership of it. And the guys didn't run from that. They understood that at the end of a game, the ball was going to be put in somebody's hands to go make a play. They've done that. And we've all gotten better from it. So, you know, credit to our guys. I think they're playing the best basketball they've been playing. You know, over the last month, even though we went on that 5-game skid, 4 of them were extremely close. And we felt like we would break through at some point. So, obviously, to be able to go at Illinois, to beat Iowa, obviously a double overtime game, and to go win at Rutgers, to do that just shows the resolve of our basketball players.
You know, this doesn't feel, from my perspective at least, like a normal Big Ten year. Not in a good or bad way, but at this point, generally, in most seasons, you might have 3 or 4 teams who are kind of out of it. We don't have that this year. You might have 3 or 4 teams who are in the top 10 or top 15 nationally. We don't really have that this year. How would you describe what the Big Ten is like this season?
I guess the traditional bottom has moved up to the middle. You know, it's so jumbled. I mean, you look at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You know, it could be a game here or there any way you look at it. So, you know, I know for us, we won 8 last year, and I don't think we're an easy out by any stretch of the matter. You know, Penn State is a team who's as talented as any state team out there, and obviously they're very young. Iowa is young, but they could beat anybody with the way they shoot the basketball and score the basketball. And then guys like Ohio State, if they get healthy and they get clicking, you know, they've got the talent as well. So it's a great league, top to bottom. Anybody can beat anybody. You look at what Northwestern just did. Penn State goes at Illinois, which is always a tough place to play. Illinois beats, I believe, Northwestern at Northwestern. So you never know. And that's why you've got to be on your game every single night. I mean, we've had a couple losses at home that we can't lose. But, you know, it just comes down to a play here, play there defensively. But it's about as balanced as any league in the country, that's for sure.
Tell me something about Amir Coffey that I wouldn't know.
Probably a better defensive player than anyone would understand, and I probably take that for granted a little bit. You know, when we were getting stops with Peter Jock, it had a lot to do with Amir was on him. You know, Amir's got great length. He moves well, loves the game. He's focused. He's driven. He's extremely low maintenance. You know, he's a quiet kid, but he's a funny kid. You know, if you get to know him, he's pretty funny. But at the end of the day, he's a matchup nightmare at 6'8". He's a guard, obviously. He's improving every single day. Great student, probably something people don't know a whole lot about him. You know, he's just he's been a joy to coach. He's been a game changer for us. We always felt like with Amir was going to be like my father when he got Jamal Mashburn, Billy Donovan got Mike Miller. We felt like Amir was going to really push this program over the top, and he's been a huge part of our success this year.
Before I let you go, how'd you first meet P.J. Fleck?
I met P.J. Fleck when I was walking out of the facility to my car. I went up, introduced myself to him, and it's no surprise that he's won the way that he's won. He's recruited the way that he's recruited. He's just got such unbelievable energy. He's so incredibly positive. He's smart. You know, he's innovative. You know, so I think he's going to just absolutely take this conference by storm. He's obviously going to recruit extremely well. He's coming in at a terrific time because you go to the Cotton Bowl from Western Michigan, you recruit well, you're walking into brand new facilities. I just toured our facilities, you know, that are going to open up next year, and it's state of the art. It's going to be the best practice facility that any college basketball team has. Football's getting a brand new one. There's a leadership center in there. There's a cafeteria in there for all student athletes. So he's coming in at a perfect time. He's a terrific, terrific person. He lives every single day as if it was his last. He motivates everybody. He's inspirational. So I've really enjoyed getting to know him. He's going to do a terrific job here.
Yeah, he just got to pick up the energy. That's the only problem. He just feels so lazy and lackadaisical.
Yeah, he makes me want to take a nap, that's for sure.
6 games left in the regular season, starting with Indiana on Wednesday. Richard Pitino, good luck the rest of the way.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.